What if your greatest strength is actually your biggest weakness? What if being smart doesn't make you right, but just better at being wrong? We all like to think of intelligence as this shining beacon, guiding us to truth, to accuracy, to the right answer. We assume the smarter you are, the more likely you are to see things clearly, to avoid mistakes. But what if that's not entirely true? What if, paradoxically, intelligence can actually become a sophisticated tool for avoiding truth, especially when that truth is uncomfortable? Today, we're going to dive deep into a fascinating and perhaps unsettling aspect of the human mind. How our intelligence, instead of helping us find truth, often becomes a fierce defender of our mistakes. Prepare to look at your own intellect in a whole new light. Think about it. We're taught that logic, reason, critical thinking, these are the hallmarks of an intelligent mind. And they are, to a degree. We celebrate individuals who can dissect complex problems, articulate intricate arguments, and pull apart flawed reasoning. We see them as people who are closer to understanding the world as it truly is. But here's the kicker. This incredible capacity for intricate thought, for building persuasive cases, for connecting disparate ideas, can be wielded in two very different directions. One is towards genuine inquiry, towards dismantling our own biases and seeking objective reality. The other is far more common and far more insidious. It's used to build an impenetrable fortress around what we already believe. Imagine a brilliant lawyer, renowned for their sharp mind and dazzling courtroom performances. They can take any set of facts and weave a compelling narrative, dismantle opposing arguments with surgical precision, and leave juries convinced. Now, imagine that same lawyer using those exact skills not to seek justice, but to skillfully defend a client they know is guilty, perhaps even building a narrative to protect their own reputation or career. That's a powerful metaphor for what often happens with our own intelligence. It's not inherently good or bad, it's a tool, and like any powerful tool, it can be used for construction or for defense. So, why does this happen? Why would our intelligence, which we value so much, betray its supposed purpose? The answer lies deep within our very core, our identity. Humans are wired for survival, and that doesn't just mean physical survival. It means the survival of our sense of self, our place in the world, our deeply held beliefs about who we are and what matters. Our identity isn't just a concept, it feels like survival. When someone challenges a core belief, it can feel less like an intellectual debate and more like a personal attack, a threat to our very being. And this is where intelligence steps in, not as a truth seeker, but as a bodyguard. The smarter you are, the more sophisticated your bodyguard becomes. You don't use your sharp mind to question your initial stance. You use it to rationalize, to justify, to build an intricate, seemingly logical defense around your existing viewpoint. You become incredibly adept at finding loopholes, cherry-picking data, crafting eloquent explanations, and even subtly twisting facts to support your position. It's not a conscious deception, not usually. It's a deeply ingrained, almost instinctive process. Think of it like this. A less intelligent person might make a mistake and, when confronted, simply dig their heels in or resort to anger because they lack the mental tools to do anything else. A highly intelligent person, however, will construct an elaborate mental edifice of reasons why they aren't wrong. They'll point to obscure data, quote complex theories, or reframe the entire argument until their original error is completely obscured, even from themselves. This isn't about finding truth, it's about protecting the I that made the initial judgment. The more intelligent you are, the better you are at rationalizing your mistakes, not acknowledging them. This fundamental human tendency explains why so many arguments and debates, especially on complex or emotionally charged topics, rarely lead to anyone changing their mind. We go into these conversations, often believing we're open-minded, ready to engage with facts and logic. But beneath the surface, our primary objective isn't necessarily to find the objective truth. It's to defend our corner, to justify our side, to protect the beliefs that are intertwined with our identity. Have you ever witnessed a debate where both sides, equally intelligent and articulate walked away even more convinced of their original position? It's because the perceived goal shifted. It stopped being about a shared quest for understanding and became a battle of identities. Each person's intelligence became a weapon, skillfully deployed to fend off challenges rather than to dissect the problem collaboratively. The better you are at verbal jousting, the better you are at making your opponents feel cornered, not enlightened. We convince ourselves, and often others, that we've won the argument, but all we've really done is successfully defended our existing worldview. So, if intelligence often gets hijacked to protect our identity, what does that mean for our ability to grow and learn? It means that truth isn't the enemy. The facts, the data, the logical counter-arguments, these aren't what we instinctively resist. What we resist with every fibre of our being is the feeling of a threatened identity. When someone presents evidence that directly contradicts a core belief you hold, it can feel like a direct assault on your competence, your morality, your understanding of the world. It's as if they're saying, "You're wrong, and because you're wrong, maybe you're not as smart or as good or as well-informed as you thought you were." This triggers a primal defensive response. Our self-preservation instinct kicks in, and suddenly, protecting our sense of self becomes paramount, overriding our desire for objective understanding. This is why some of the most intelligent people can be the most resistant to changing their minds. They possess an arsenal of intellectual tools, vast knowledge, sharp wit, incredible rhetorical skills that they can deploy to deflect challenges and shore up their existing worldview. They can craft incredibly sophisticated arguments for why they are right, even when the evidence points elsewhere. It's not that they can't understand the new information, it's that their highly developed intellect has been repurposed to protect their existing mental architecture, making it incredibly difficult for new, conflicting information to penetrate. The challenge isn't about a lack of understanding, it's about a surplus of self-defense. Recognizing this isn't about shaming intelligence. It's about understanding a deep human vulnerability. It's about becoming aware of the sophisticated defense mechanisms our own minds can build. The first step toward genuine intellectual growth, towards truly seeking truth rather than just protecting our identity, is self-awareness. It's pausing before reacting, before rationalizing, and asking ourselves, am I truly trying to understand, or am I just trying to win this argument, even if it's only with myself? It's about cultivating a radical willingness to question our own beliefs, especially the ones we hold most dear. It means developing a kind of intellectual humility, acknowledging that our intelligence, while powerful, can also be a magnificent enabler of our own blind spots. It means learning to separate our identity from our opinions, understanding that being wrong about something doesn't diminish our worth as a person. It simply means we learned something new. If you found yourself nodding along, realizing you might just be caught in this smart trap, consider digging deeper into how your mind works.